Level 0 extraction is a new horror type experience that obviously involves an extraction based loot, kind of like Escape from Tarkov or Gray Zone Warfare. And if you actually add Dead by Daylight with guns, there is a whole mixture. And I really actually like this game. First of all, it's scary. There's a lot of pop-ups, but it also has eerie themes that you like to go through and everything like that. Let's touch base on the overall generalization first, right? You can pick your squad. I believe you can go into threes. You can fill if you don't have anybody to run with. This game is very, very fun, and it gets straight to the point, at least from what they're showing and displaying now on this beta/demo. You can either be a actual soldier, a mercenary, or you can be actually the alien. This is why I like to refer it to Dead by Daylight, because you can actually be the alien, and they have a lot of cool stuff where you can go hunt people down. I feel like that is hilarious. What the alien format does really remind me of in this game, honestly, is the way that you would play the zombie when Call of Duty has like their October themes. If you play Call of Duty, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The zombie royale, where like when you get eliminated, you can be the zombie, and you see that you have that certain vision and those esque abilities. That's what this alien reminds me of in this game. So it is actually really cool, and I give them a huge nod for that format. It does take a little bit to get into the matchmaking more with the alien, I guess, because they had to have way more survivors into that server to get everything rolling. But on the other end, when you're playing this game, it is extremely scary, for sure. Like, make no question about it, this game is scary. And let's touch base on just the overall, I guess, looting first. We'll talk about the looting. The looting in this game is simplified, which is why I like it. It's not easy, but it's simplified. Because when people see extraction shooters, they think like you're gonna probably need a whole encyclopedia to figure out what is going on with these, especially those new to these genres. I actually was very surprised. It can look daunting as soon as you start, but nah, it's completely easy. You can just grab yourself your flashlight, you can grab your mags or your nail gun. They give you a basic actual kit to start off with, and it's a nail gun, some ammo for the nail guns. You get your flashlight, you get glow sticks, you get like health regens, and there's a couple of other things that you get. But the looting extraction is really easy. You just on keyboard, you're just pressing a certain button and boom, you're ready to go. It's F, and you just loot the boxes. You put it into your backpack with your mouse. That is very easy. So everything in here is simplified to the T. The stage is amazing. The stage in the map actually expands a lot further than I thought. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because I thought it was just more, it reminds me of like Alien. When you're playing the game Alien, it feels claustrophobic enough, but it's not always just a claustrophobic setting. You can expand, you go outside through like the snow, and then you go into another functionality of the map. And I was like, damn, there's actually a lot more to look around here on this map than I thought. When you start off, it seems like you're very much going to be in one area the whole time, but they do spawn you in different areas every time you go in. It goes by fast. The missions are very, very simple, very simplified missions, and it goes by extremely fast. Whether you're dying or if you're actually completing, they give you simple tasks like loot this, and then extract with this. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is cool. It is very fun. The melee is not as, I guess, reactive as I wanted it to be. It seemed a little bit slower with they give you like an axe or a pickaxe or something like that, and it's not as reactive as I wanted it to be. I feel like it's a little clunky on that end, but it still is very enjoyable to play this game. The reloading format is cool. It's enough. Again, it's more tactical. It's not arcadey, so you're not hauling ass everywhere, but it is cool. The stamina is just enough in my opinion. There is friendly fire in here, so if you're trolling with your friends, well, there you go. There is friendly fire in here, just like any type of extraction there is. Now, here's the really, I guess, the icing on everything is that it is PvP and it is PvE. So when we're talking about the looting is very simple, very easy. So it's like an Escape from Tarkov component, PvP, PvE. Then you also have the aliens you're dealing with, which can go into also PvP because you're facing people PvP and alien PvP. Then you're the environment. So the environment, you're looking into like a drone that kind of floats around also. And yeah, you're just facing the environmental repercussions of what's going on in there, and you gotta watch out for certain things like little mines, and then you can watch out for like things that are hanging from the ceilings that can shock you or kind of hurt you also. So that forces you to kind of really stealth your way through certain things versus just running around turning on lights. The base format of this game, all it is, honestly, if you like games like what I said, Dead by Daylight, Escape from Tarkov, Gray Zone Warfare, just a couple of other games that had to deal with fun asymmetrical horror, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all that. This kind of reminds you of that, but it makes it into a cool format. I don't know. They shook this all up, and I really enjoy games like this that really take a risk like that. And so I feel that when you get that, the generalization is that you got to keep all the lights on. If not, the aliens are gonna sense you a lot faster. And some of them are scary, some of them are kind of funky looking. They're not as horrifying as I thought they would be. And then you keep the lights on, you loot around. It's a simple game loop. You loot, you turn on the lights, keep lights on, you get like a mega flashlight, and you also have your stock flashlight. So they have like a mini gun flashlight on top of like your actual big one that you would want to carry. You get a full backpack of stuff. So there's tons of things you can utilize for essential when you want to extract with. Many things you can find all across the map. Also, you can find fun items, just anything you would in an extraction shooter. But y'all, for it, I like the emphasis of this game because it is not really prolonged, right? They don't put too much filler in here. They get to the point. Sometimes you can start off the game dramatically and like an alien's gonna jump at one of your squad mates' faces. It happened to me multiple times. It's like we just start, we get in, and the alien like flies at you. Or it could be like the PvE essential of it really jumping out and doing stuff. So I thought that was cool. And you stealth in, you go through certain lanes. The lanes are very simple. There's not a lot of verticality. You can jump, but there's not really too many places to jump on top of. So that's cool. The door action features I feel are great. So it opens doors pretty fast. It turns on light a lot of fast. The only thing, that's what I said, I think the melee is kind of a little slow and not as responsive as I would want it to be. I think changing items, the reloading is cool. I think changing through items is a little bit slow also. So if you go from your mega flashlight, which is like your 5th slot, going into your 1st slot, which is back to your gun or something, depending on how you set it up. You can set it up however you want. You are on keyboard, so you have to press like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your items, at least your main items, before you go into your backpack and revert that to your pockets and stuff. And when I switch back from like say my EpiPen, whatever, or like my health pin generator, I try to switch to my mega flashlight and I switch to a gun, and it's hard to do all that right at the same time, like toggle through it simultaneously fast, especially when an alien's flying at you and you're scared shitless, which I was. And that's the only thing that sucks. That responsive time could possibly be a little bit more smooth, but again, this is a beta, so maybe that type of feedback will be cool. This is a great arcade game if you love certain games that have to do with just you and your friends in an asymmetrical setting. There's so many games like these that really do that, but I feel that this game really knocks it out the park with that, because they offer something that's quick, it's to the point. If you want to get off, have a good time, or if you're playing, like if you're a streamer that plays with viewers, this is gonna be a great game for you all. It's so easy to just get in, get out, and I don't even know how much they're gonna charge for this game, to be honest. I really don't know. It looks like it could be something that could be a free game. It doesn't look, there's not high technical graphics going down in this game, so I think it is something that I feel could be great, at least for something where it won't take up room in your PC and you just kind of throw it on. It's not a bad game at all, but it's also not going to be some award-winning game where it goes to the roof, where everybody loves it. You know what I mean? So it just all comes through with that. And so in my opinion, if you're down to play games like this, it is scary. It does have its pop-ups, but it's not as scary. Now, I think the scariest part, what people are not going to like, especially if they separate from their team, you can separate from your team on here really badly, and it gets scary when that happens, dude. Sometimes like I go through a wrong lane or I go through a wrong turn, and I'm just like, holy crap, dude. Like, I don't know where the hell I'm at anymore, and it gets scary trying to, that's where it gets scary, because you end up with a squad and then you turn left, you turn right, and you can't find them anymore. You're like, oh shit, because it is dark. Your flashlights don't last that long. You had to kind of loot a little bit more and do all that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of just my insights on that. And it is really, really cool. If you like a lot of these indie games that has to do with horror, asymmetrical, running around, eerie themes, this is cool. It doesn't make it as scary because you obviously have a gun with you, or sometimes you do, right? Like even like games like Lethal Company and stuff. If you like Lethal Company, this is something that's going to be right up your alley. So for me, definite fun. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but the demo is free. So please go check it out. It is hilarious. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all's thoughts, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.